Well, I'm back again, and it's day 2 of the build here for the Suyata Red Baron Fokker kit. I've got the body, I've got everything pretty well put together. Um, I got the fuselage and interior parts done yesterday, and today I put the wings and the wheels on and that. Here's the other two halves, the solid half and the clear half. They're not being used. I put the decals on. The decals were a bit of a challenge. At first a couple of them tore, and they kept sliding around. I just had to press them in place and just leave them, I guess, let the glue dry. I'm really happy with the paint on the wooden struts here and the metal brackets. Came out really nice. It was a real challenge putting this thing together, trying to press, because it's a snap fit, sort of, friction fit, trying to press all these wings into place with all the struts and supports. You press one side in, something else would come off, and so eventually I ended up using some, to me, extra thin cement. While I was putting the wings on, the wheels fell off, the wheel assembly fell off, and I went to press it back in, and this metal strut, the back piece here, fell off. It just went down on the floor and went into oblivion. I've hunted and searched, and I can't find it anywhere. I'm going to see if I can take a piece of sprue and fit it in there and just hold it in place, and it'll probably turn up in a year or two. But other than that, I don't know where it's gone. Yeah, I'm not. It looks nice and all, but I'm not really that pleased with the kit. It was really hard to put together. Again, as I said in the earlier video, I did spray paint the chassis, or the frame rather, in silver craft paint. It probably wasn't worth the effort. I had to scrape a lot of the glue points to get it together, or you know, where the points fit together and snap together. And you can't really tell because the side isn't clear. It's sort of a reddish, translucent red side. So I think just painting that was probably not a good idea in the long run. I did do some detail painting on the other things, though. I did paint up the prop. It's kind of cartoony. It does glue on, and you glue it in, a dab on the end of the shaft, and stick it in, and then it turns. I've got the figure out here. I was trying to figure out why in other people's videos that have built this kit, they've never painted the figure. Well, I think I know why. It's sort of a vinyl. You see this jacket here. It's not really plastic. It's more of a vinyl. I'm not sure how paint is going to work. His body parts are a little bit stiffer, but it is sort of either a very soft styrene or a very stiff vinyl. So I'm not sure. I guess I'll try priming it and painting it. But any other people that have built this kit and put videos out, they've never painted the figure, and I've always wondered why. So that it may just be a challenge that it's not that easy to do. So anyway, I'll try priming it and putting some paint on it. Other than that, it's pretty well done. And again, I had difficulty with the kit. It wasn't as much fun as I'd hoped. It does look cool, but I think I would have been better off buying one of the Red Baron Snoopy ones. The Snoopy or cartoon Dave's Deals? Or one of those Red Baron kits. However, it's done now, and it's a little bit bigger than I had expected, so I've got to find somewhere to put it. I'm back in the paint booth here with this little Red Baron figure. I left his face and hands the skin tone that it was molded in, and brushed on 2 to 3 coats of this Vallejo primer, light gray primer. I'll leave that sit, I think, overnight, and then try just brushing on the different colors with the craft paints, and hope that that'll take. It seems to be holding so far. I just assume that when it dries, it's not going to all break off. So stay tuned. We'll see how this turns out. Okay, well, I'm back again with the final update. As you saw before, the plane is pretty much together. I just have to replace that missing part on the support rod there. I did manage to paint the figure after putting some primer on it. I just brush painted it with different craft acrylics from the water-based craft acrylics, Craft Smart paints. We got his jacket done here and the brass buttons on it. Managed to get his face done. The decals for his eyes were a little tricky. They didn't seem to want to stick. They didn't seem to be. They just kept sliding around and sliding around, so I just had to hold them in place long enough for them to sit there and dry. And then I put a couple of coats of Mop and Shine over them and over everything else. I've got the body painted up here, and the arms to match the coat, the little stick he's holding. So and I've sealed everything in mop and shine to give it a dull finish. So once it's all done, I'll push it all together. It just sort of snaps together, and I'll be done. To stay tuned for a few pictures at the end of the video. So here it is, the completed project with the figure all done. The box art shows the figure wearing a blue uniform, but I guess I've been watching too many Hogan's Heroes episodes. I always picture Germans wearing gray uniforms. So I did it in a dark gray with the brown jacket, brown boots, and the blue cap. So there it is all together. It's starting to grow on me. It does look kind of fun, but it was a little bit of a challenge. So and it turned out okay in the end.